Peru was a country high up on my bucket list. It has it all: rainforest, desert, historic ruins, and vibrant culture. The country is massive and not as well traveled as other places I've visited, so I created this video to show you around what is now one of my favorite places in the world, Peru. Finally made it to Lima, Peru, where we have been for the past 4 days, relaxing and enjoying the beautiful coastal scenery here in Peru. Tomorrow morning, we are hopping on a bus and heading out to the more remote areas of Peru to see what the country has to offer. We chose to go with a company called Peru Hop. Peru Hop is a local company that specializes in showcasing just some of the more off-roading and rugged parts of Peru, while keeping a flexible and easy travel schedule for travelers. So come along with us and share our experience as we explore some lesser known parts of Peru with Peru Hop. One of the advantages to Peru Hop over local buses is their wonderful onboard English-speaking local guides, along with their exploration of local stops in Peru off the beaten path. So, after some chill days in the city, we headed out on our first adventure, following the coastline south for hours to our first stop, Casa, Hacienda, San Jose. This magnificent estate, built in the 17th century, has some dark history. For years, it was a sugarcane and cotton plantation for slave labor and trade within South America, and at its height had over 1,000 slaves living here in the tunnels and corridors, until 1879, when a slave murdered the last living heir of the estate. We got the unique opportunity to explore the architecture and miles of underground tunnels here. Before long, we were back on the road again, headed far away from Lima to the coastal town of Paracas. It is day 2 of our travels with Peru Hop. We are in Paracas today and headed out on a boat to go find some sea life. Apparently this place is the Galapagos of Peru. I'm a little skeptical, but we'll go see what we can find. The boat ride to the Ballistas Islands was incredible, and we even got to see some penguins. But when we got back to shore, we set out for our afternoon adventure and one of the highlights of this region, ATVing through a desert that runs directly into the ocean. After a full relaxing day on the ocean, we headed out onto our next adventure. We just spent 2 wonderful days in Paracas. This afternoon we are headed to Huacachina. It's a desert oasis. You'll see it looks really cool, kind of hidden in the middle of a bunch of sand dunes. So this afternoon we're headed there. We're going to spend 3 days there and then we move on to Arequipa. It's been beautiful here. Got to explore the National Reserve yesterday with an ATV, and the bus will pick us up here in a couple minutes. We are both really loving Peru so far, just as a whole. It's been a wonderful country. The weather's been perfect. We've been able to kind of figure our way around. So it's been really fun. I was sent out this morning to get water. I have achieved it. This was like $1. And now I have to walk back all the way to the hotel, so let's go. We set out again on our super comfortable bus, along the way stopping at some local vineyards for wine tasting, before reaching a place I found on Instagram a few years back, a true oasis in the desert, Huacachina. We made it to Huacachina, and we are surrounded by giant sand dunes. It's a pretty crazy place. Let me show you around. 360-degree views of sand dunes. We have our own pool, tiki bar, hangout lounge area, and then if you'd like to climb, you can climb all the way up to this giant sand dune, or you can go over here where all the people are sandboarding, which we will be doing tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Huacachina is unlike any place I've ever been in the world. It's situated in the Peruvian desert, surrounded by some of the highest sand dunes in the world. Later that day, while Daniela rested, I decided to climb up the biggest sand dune on the continent, and one of the biggest in the world. Well, we almost made it up to there, but I was getting annihilated by sand. I don't have the face mask. So we got over here, which is just expansive deserts as far as the eye can see. Look at that. After some amazing food, a good night's sleep, and a wonderful morning view, I woke up early and got out on the dunes once again for an incredible sunrise. We spent the heat of the day at the pool doing some work before taking Daniela up for yet another spectacular sunset, where we stayed hundreds of feet up above the city until the city nightlights were the only light left in the sky. Our last day in Huacachina was spent doing what most people come here to do, dune buggying and sandboarding.
I honestly could have stayed here the entire 3 weeks. Something about the vast, wild appeal of the desert makes me feel incredibly alive. But it was time to move on. So the next day we jumped back on our big red bus and headed out for the long ride to Nazca. And then overnight to the incredible volcanic city of Arequipa.
We made it to the city of Arequipa, which is about 7,500 feet elevation. So starting to get up there, but not quite to where we'll be in Cusco next week. The city is beautiful here. We're just starting to walk around and explore it, but we already just stumbled across the gorgeous city center with the antique cathedrals and everything going on here. So Peru Hop has been great. They dropped us off this morning around 6 in the morning. It was a pretty long overnight bus, but comfy, and we managed to sleep a little bit. So we got 3 days here, and then we're headed to Cusco.
After 10 full days in Peru, we took it easy here, taking advantage of an incredible Airbnb host and wonderful homestay. A full day of rest gave us enough energy to explore the local Santa Catalina Monastery, part of a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Well, we came back to the square for sunset, and the whole square is just lit up, beautiful, and the sun is just going down beyond the horizon. So we're like a 2-minute walk from this place. It's gorgeous. Can't wait to explore more of it tomorrow as we acclimate to the altitude. Our last day here was spent walking around until we stumbled upon a local alpaca wool farm, showcasing the entire process of how fine alpaca clothing is made. Well, tomorrow we head to Cusco. Tomorrow we head to Cusco when we've been in Arequipa for 3 days. It's actually a really cool city and we really liked it. We probably could have spent a little bit more time here if we wanted, but it's kind of how the cookie crumbled this trip. But Peru Hop is taking us to Cusco tomorrow. It's a 12-hour bus ride. We have to be up at like 4 in the morning, so long bus ride ahead, and then we will be in the Andes Mountains in Cusco. I highly suggest, if you're ever in Peru, definitely visit Arequipa. Put it on your bucket list. There's so much to do here, so much to see here. Town Square is pretty vibrant and fun, so the food's great. A lot of different cafes and desserts to choose from. So yeah, we loved it. Can't wait to see what Cusco has though. The bus ride to Cusco was one of the most magnificent rides I've ever been on. It took us up and over the Peruvian highlands, through mountains, high plains, and streams, and back down into Cusco after a full 12-hour day. We reached heights of over 14,000 feet and stayed there for several hours, causing some intense altitude sickness for Daniela. Our Peru Hop guide was amazing though, giving us medicine, water, and local remedies for her to feel better until we came down out of altitude. We've gotten to see so much of Peru that so many people just don't get to see. and I'm so excited for the next chapter of this adventure, Machu Picchu.
We finally made it to Cusco after a 14-hour bus ride through the Peruvian highlands. It was quite the drive. Daniela got altitude sickness. Our guide with Peru Hop was incredible. He went and got us all sorts of altitude sickness stuff. And once we got a couple hours past that and back down into Cusco altitude, she's feeling a lot better. So that is the end of this video. Please like and subscribe for more content. We are headed to Machu Picchu tomorrow, so I'm going to make an entire video about going to Machu Picchu and what it's like and how to get there.